while Sarah was going through all the worst times of her life, she went through some bad times, y'all. It seemed that there was no one around. No one for her to turn to. She had left the comfort of her home where she was surrounded by many family and friends. And now, no family and no friends anywhere to be found. She couldn't call mom or father to comfort her and let her know that everything would be okay. She didn't have children because, sometimes children make everything all right. And to top it off, her husband, Abraham, the man who said he'd always love her and always be by her side, he had given her away to two different men at two different times just to save his own life. I'm sure Sarah felt all alone. Church, doesn't it seem like when you're going through the toughest points of your life that there's no one around to be found? Where y'all at? Those who said that I can call on you anytime and now you won't even answer the phone? Those who said that you had my back through the thick and the thin? I've been through thick and thin and I still can't find you? What about those who said I'm one phone call away anytime you need? I done made 10 phone calls and you ain't answered yet. Where you at? And can we be honest for 1 second? Sometimes when you're really going through, in the back of your mind, you even gotta feel like God has left you. God is there. And you say, if you are who you say you are, would you please remove this cup from me? Stop the pain, stop the misery. Or at least let me know that you're there. And I know we've been taught not to question the presence of God. But sometimes the burdens get so heavy. Sometimes the storm just don't stop. The bills keep coming and the tears keep flowing. And sometimes I just want to shout out, my God, why have thou forsaken me? And I always hear a soft voice in the back of my head saying, my child, did I promise never to leave you or forsake you? Although God did promise us that we would have trial and tribulation, He also promised never to leave us alone. My brothers and sisters, if you didn't know, I want you to know this day that no matter how tough the time get, God is always there. I'm reminded of a story of a pawpaw and a baby. Pawpaw love their grandbaby. Pawpaw go over to the daughter, her baby just crying. Pawpaw pick him up, quit crying. But daughter, put him down, Dad, put him down. He's spoiled, we're trying to break him. So Pawpaw put him in the playpen. So daughter go back in there and finish cooking food. She heard the baby quit crying again. She run in. Pawpaw picked him up out the playpen. Pawpaw just couldn't take it. Pawpaw, she's mad now. Daddy, put the baby down. So she grabbed the baby, put her back in the playpen. She go back and finish cooking. She heard the baby start crying again. She mad now. This her daddy, but she ready to cuss him out this time. She run in another room. She ran in the room, and she just started laughing. This grown, oversized man, he done got in the playpen with the baby. Is that it's already done. Somebody say it's already done. While Sarah was trying to figure it out, worked it out. Once God said it, it was already done. Sarah didn't believe it because Sarah was looking at her situation instead of God's revelation. Sometimes we act as if God don't know our situation when He makes a new revelation over our life. God knew Sarah and Abraham were old and past the age of having kids. God knew that she was barren and was told that she would never have any kids. And you know what? God knew your credit was jacked up when He told you to go try for that car. God knows that you didn't qualify for that job when He told you to go try for it. God knew you was a Jezebel when He told you to go send you a husband. These are only situations, and God is trying to get us to believe in the revelation. But Sarah's revelation was that not only would she be a part of the promise, she would give birth to the promise. But what did she do? The same thing many of us do. She concentrated more on her situation. Well, can I ask the same question God asked? Is there anything too hard for God? Is there anything too hard for God? Not only was she worried about her situation, she made another mistake. She started getting in God's business, trying to help God out. Can I tell you the trouble we get in when we try to help God out? We all up in His business. We think He needs our help. She suggested and allowed her husband to sleep with her maidservant Hagar in order to help God out. Can I tell you she made a bad situation worse? Not only was the promise not fulfilled through Ishmael, the son of Abraham to Hagar, but now Sarah despised and had ill feelings toward Hagar. You know, one thing my wife hates is when she comes home and see me with my toolbox out and my do-it-yourself book from Home Depot. Because she knows 9 times out of 10, I'm about to make a bad situation